Oh, beautiful bass part. Oh, nice. That's epic. Wow, that's powerful. Welcome back. My name is Sean Warres. I'm a bass, guitar, and music coach, and today I'm checking out for the first time a band from Japan, I think, called DIR and Grey. I believe they're from Japan, correct me if I'm wrong. The song is called Rinkaku, and it's from the ANDROGYNOS, The Final War. This was suggested by one of our patrons, and I thought, I haven't done a Japanese band in a while, so why not? Why not? So I've never heard this band in my life, never heard this song in my life. I think I've heard their name before, so they must be pretty popular. Tell me about this band, whatever you know, whatever you think is noteworthy. And basically I go in blind on all these new bands. I am excited to see what they bring. I don't like having context because I think it may cloud or color my impression in some way. Yeah, let's just hear the music, analyze and react to the music for what it is. As usual, I will listen out for the bass lines, the rhythms, arrangements and composition. And if you enjoy fun and nerdy music stuff, make sure you're subscribed for more. If you'd like to make a song request yourself, my Patreon link is in the description and on your screens right now. Join our Seismic Leviathan tier and you'll be able to vote on songs and also purchase song requests. So let's explore what makes this song musically interesting. Let's go. Okay, some nice clean guitars to start. Really nice reverb. Oh, there's some piano in the background as well. Really nice. This sounds... It reminds me a bit of Viljata. At least just this part. Interesting. Those vocals remind me of someone. I don't remember who. If it's important, it'll come back. But so far, very cool. I love what they're doing harmonically and sonically. So they started out with a really nice, clean part and then came in with some heavy chugs. I really enjoy the overall vibe. They sound like they've been a band that's almost like they found their sound. Like, you know how some bands, maybe at least at the start or early in their careers, they take some time, maybe a couple albums to kind of find their sound. I don't know where this song is in the timeline of DIR and Grey, but the music so far, even just 1 minute of it, sounded so cohesive. Not like they're trying to do too much, not like they're trying to do a whole bunch of things. Yet I'm hearing influences from goth rock, I'm hearing influences from metal, J-rock, even a little bit of some operatic influence from the singing, and it all comes together perfectly. So it sounds like this is a band who has already gone through a maturation process where they found their footing, found their sound, established sort of their identity, their musical identity. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yes, this does not sound like music created from a band that had just formed. So for that, I'm really impressed. So far, it sounded like they are in A minor, and even from the beginning, before they started on the main cadence of the riff, where the whole band came in with the groove, they did something like a... and then there was a... So those were the notes that are all within the A minor Aeolian mode, or the A natural minor scale. And I thought that just rhythmically, it was so interesting the way they not only arranged the notes within that opening bit. When I say opening bit, well, I guess the transition between the quieter part and the more chuggy section, that transition bit. So the way they arranged the notes was interesting, but also just the guitar's techniques, the varieties and variations that the guitarist put into writing that little transition. I don't know if it's gonna be repeated anywhere or if it's just for this, but I thought it was beautiful, it was brilliant, it provided such a change. It's like every couple of seconds there was a change of dynamic simply by the change of the technique that was being used, yet all of it harmonically remained in the A minor scale. So I just want to listen to that transition again from this. What a beautiful opening. They're kind of cinematic, almost theater-like. There. So, chugging, picking single notes, strumming chords, and then into this full groove thing. Just two chords. So the A minor here, B, all the way up, such cool vocals. Wow. Is that a male or female singer? That's so hard to sing. Sounds like a male singer hitting a lot of head voice notes, falsetto. Wow, beautiful. So dynamic, this band. See how they take it down. Oh, beautiful bass part. Wow, this band is so progressive. Wait a minute. What's he doing with his... Is he simply holding the pick this way, like without the index? Somehow his index finger is not engaged or being used as he's picking these notes. Or is he just using his fingernails? That's really interesting. Please let me know. Because that's not the usual way one would hold a pick. Usually hold it this way with the index finger. Pluck it this way. So I thought that was a really interesting hand shape. Please let me know what he's doing if possible. Nice when the guitars harmonize. Interesting note choices. Just listen to how the drums become so sparse, just to provide space and the atmospheric vibe, you know. Wow. Wow. I love the theater, the drama of it all. Just visually, musically, everything. Even down to the wardrobe. Oh, nice. That's epic. That's powerful. chord 5, chord 3, those bass parts. I just want to backtrack a little bit to a section somewhere in around the 2-minute mark where the bass had a really cool line that was only present for maybe 2 bars long, and I'll go back to that in a bit. But I love when songs are written with these nuggets of brilliance, without the songwriters having to feel like, oh, because it's such a great part, we should extend it, repeat it, have it recur later on in the song, things like that. I love that, it's been almost 5 minutes and that 2-bar line with around the 2-minute mark had not repeated itself. And I think that's great. It's almost like the understanding that spices should be used sparingly, because spices bring out a certain flavor in your food, in your dish. And likewise, these little nuggets of brilliance are like those spices. Do it too much and it could get monotonous, or it could feel like you're milking it. So doing it just a little, like it did there, just once so far, made me want more of it. And because I want more of it, I want to listen to that again. Yeah, somewhere here onwards. They're still in the A. Yeah, that part. Oh, I know this vocal part is killer that's coming up, but I just wanted to give that part some love. Let's hear that again. Such a beautiful bass line, and that's the only time it ever happens, and just for that long. I don't think it recurs again. Let's continue. See, that's the only time it ever occurs. So just that one bit. Oh gosh, so good. Here it comes. Well, that last note he ended on was a flat second, and that's really interesting because in the A minor scale, there is no flat second. The only second is just a regular second. So it goes from A to B. Whereas in there, he did this riff where, or whatever he was doing, and then he ended on. So that was the flat second, and that made it really interesting because it's something the brain doesn't expect, right? The brain is kind of primed for sounds within the A minor. It doesn't think or expect A there, right? So it's just these little nuggets of brilliance. Again, it's like a nugget within a nugget, so meta, and probably something McNaughtos should look into, a nugget within a nugget. Okay, and then right after that, this guy goes into this beautiful, almost crackling vocal part. This song just sounds tormented. Like this guy is speaking of some sort of a torment. Or maybe his soul, his life is, full of torment. I don't know. But it's just beautiful. I want to just listen to that again and then we can hear the rest of the song. I know it might irritate some of you that I keep pausing and talking about stuff, but that's what we do here. It's how we analyze things, and I just want to ensure every part gets the attention that it deserves. Wow. So good. So beautifully orchestrated, this song. What a nice shot. Very interesting vocal tone. Oh, this section is so powerful. That was a powerful part. And the whole band came in with that crash. Nice chromatic chord there. Pitching is perfect. Wow, that bass tone though. Their frontman is such a natural performer. Wow, sounds really dark. Wow. What a performance. Wow, beautifully orchestrated, powerful arrangement and composition. Wow, tell me more about this band. What's their ethos? Is there something behind, you know, the makeup and the costumes and stuff? Is there a message in there? Is there a certain theme that they're really influenced by that's being expressed in their look but also in their music? I love it. Just so much harmonic surprises. Definitely would like to hear more of this band. They are so surprising, so interesting, so unpredictable. This is definitely going into one playlist of mine for sure somewhere, because it's just so interesting and really inspiring. There's a certain bravery that's required, you know, to write like this, I think, because it's so progressive that there's no section in there where you're jamming to and then it occurs again later on. Like, none of the sections, it seems, were recurring. Everything literally progressive. It progressed part A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on. Like, it never got back to B, to see. Maybe there are certain musical ideas or motifs that might have similarities between them, but the sections are almost never repeated. And that takes a certain courage to write that way, because for mainstream success, oftentimes repetition is needed in sections. So you get quite common, for example, pop structures like A, B, C, B, you know, that sort of thing. So there are repetitions. A is repeated a couple times, B is repeated a couple times, but this is just completely, utterly progressive. Very interesting. Thank you so much for this recommendation. Thank you for joining me on my DIR and Grey journey. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. If you enjoyed this kind of a musical breakdown, you know what to do. Smash that like and subscribe button and hit that notification bell to catch all my future Reactionalysis videos. If you want to be a part of the Bass Coach Warriors community to get early access to videos, vote for and request for future reactions, and join our awesome Discord chat, my Patreon link is in the description and on your screens right now. So thank you so much for geeking out with me today. I'll see you in the next video.